Alright, we've got Michael in here. We are going to read to him again. Tonight we are going to do a repeat. We are going to read the first book that I read to Michael right out of the hospital. It's a good book. I like this one. This is also the first book somebody gave me. Michael's a little bit hungry and he's doing his froggy legs and kicking them all around and he's grunting away. So we're going to try this again. We are going to be reading Where the Wild Things Are. And we will be narrating it and seeing how Michael enjoys it. The night Max wore his wolf suit and made mischief of kind. And there he is, hammering stuff in. I'm sure you'll make tons of mischief. In fact, I know it. And another kind, as he chases his little doggy with a fork. Do that with Teddy, don't do that with Kuma. His mother called up, "Wild Thing," and Max said, "I'll eat you up." So he went to bed without eating anything. Be good so we don't have to send you to bed without eating anything. That's not fun. You're a little hungry at 2 o'clock in the morning. Can't do anything. That very night in Max's room, a forest grew. In here we've got oceans and stuff, so it'd be difficult for a forest to grow in here. But we got enough water, it could possibly happen. Yeah, I'm thinking about that now. And it grew some more. And grew until the ceiling hung with vines and the walls became the world all around. Well. And an ocean tumbled by the private boat for Max. And he sailed off through the night and day. That is more likely to happen in here. To be fair, we do have a lighthouse to help with the boat. And there's tons of fish all around. And in and out over the weeks and almost a year, to where the wild things are. For Max. Well, you might be going for a boat ride because it's going to be fun. But he's cruising for a long time. And when he came to a place where the wild things are, they roared their terrible roars, gnashed their terrible teeth, and rolled their terrible eyes, and showed their terrible claws. They're big and hairy and not very friendly. Yeah, they're sort of friendly. Till Max said, "Be still." Yeah, you're going to have to tell them to be still. And tame them with a magic trick. And all staring into their yellow eyes without blinking once, they were frightened and called to him the most wild thing of all. You have to control the beast. See, you control the beast and they will listen. Be alpha. And made him king of all the wild things. And now, cried Max, let the wild rumpus begin. This book will be much more fun when you're jumping around and ready to have a wild rumpus, and then Mom might not be too thrilled with us. But they jumped and they howled at the moon and they screamed and they yelled. And they had all sorts of wild stuff. They climbed through the trees with the greatest of ease. They jumped around, stomped their feet, and had all sorts of crazy times. Max rode on the wild beast and had a great time, holding his scepter with his great crown. Oh, he had so much fun. Now stop, Max said, and so Max sent the wild things off to bed, without their supper, and Max, the king of all the wild things, was lonely. And he wanted to be where someone loved him best of all. Then all around, from far away across the world, he smelled good things to eat, so he gave up being king where the wild things are. You wait till you start having solid food, or you get Popeye's brisket, which I hate to admit is probably better than my brisket, and you will understand where you smell good things and they're going to be tasty. But the wild things cried, "Oh, please don't go. We'll eat you up. We love you so." And Max said, "No." The wild things roared their terrible roars and gnashed their terrible teeth and rolled their terrible eyes and showed their terrible claws. But Max stepped into his private boat and waved goodbye. And he sailed back over a year and in and out of weeks and through the day. And into the very night, where his own very room, he found his supper waiting for him. Well, we can't let you starve. We got to feed you something. And it was still hot, which is always good. He hadn't been on very long. But he did have a wild rumpus.